You did it quick. I must commend you.
As soon as I got it.
Yeah. With one of a few people that actually came in quick. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing fine. How has your week been?
It has been long and boring, but I am super excited that it is the weekend and I'm here joining you now.
Most definitely. And what's crazy is that I found you on Fat Life. And you're the first Carolina girl that I've interviewed on this podcast.
Oh, well, you know what? Pop that cherry.
Oh yeah. It was a nice cherry to pop. Because that means I have somebody I could probably hook up with and actually do a video podcast now.
Exactly. So I'm all good for
Because
that.
we gonna have to definitely hook that up, most definitely. So I'm saying look at your pics right now. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
See that for some of you people that if you haven't noticed, if you don't know, she's a trainer. Am I correct?
It used to be personal trainer, yes.
Trainer, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a fitness physique on top of her beauty. And I always wanted to do a scene with a fitness built female, a muscle lady or a fitness model, period. And because I just found the physique in the body set, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of people that love to worship your body.
I mean, there might be. I don't really pay attention too much to that.
Uh, Come on now, you don't. Because I'm pretty sure you get mentions on Fat Life. Guys just like, just.
I do get mentioned on FetLife. I do get mentioned on my Twitter account. I kind of one year, one out the other. So I don't really pay too much attention to it.
Yes, I see on your feet you're a baker.
I am a baker, yes. I love to bake. My go-tos are usually brownies, and they've been dubbed the heartbreak brownies because my daughter's babysitter, she broke up with her boyfriend, so I made these brownies for her, and they were gone within like 30 minutes.
Oh, and that's crazy because I am a brownie lover, so we have something in common.
Yes. Well, I do a homemade
love
caramel sauce. Nice. I do a homemade caramel sauce for my brownies. So everything is made from scratch. Yeah, I do everything from scratch when I bake. I do not do anything out of a box. I do not use any mixes, nothing. So even when I make my pancakes, they're from scratch.
Okay. This woman that can cook. I can't roll with you. I thought I could fucking cook. I can't even make no fucking brownies for fucking scratch. I got to get the box. Shit. Let me do these particulars real quick. We can get this interview going. Okay, baby girl?
Okay. Sure.
Hello. The Smokers Lounge here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone who's trying to start their own podcasting career. All you have to do is go to anchor.fm and get a profile or download the Anchor app on your phone and start podcasting today. You can monetize your episodes and make money today, as well as get it distributed on all the platforms, and it's for free. So go to anchor.fm or download the Anchor app. I'm your host, Calvin Arbor Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. You want to see my porn? Want to hear my music? You want to follow me on social media? Go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star and find me everywhere in one spot. Also, we are sponsored by and loved by and one of my favorite LS sites, lsworld.com. Get a profile, mingle with like-minded people like yourself, and even find events in your area you might could attend to start your journey in the lifestyle. So go to LSworld.com and get your free kink on today. Also, we're a proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. I'm talking about multiple podcasts giving you the Black experience. Plus, while you're there, you have the opportunity to buy fashion, health, beauty products, books, masks, jewelry, you name it, from over 500 Black sellers. And if you're one, you can actually get a profile and start selling your products today. So go to shopgwdistrict.com, buy Black, support Black businesses, build the Black economy so we can create generational wealth. Now I'm gonna be quiet and let this sexy lady introduce herself.
Hey everybody, my name is Adrianne Seas. I am so excited to be here on this podcast with y'all today. Just started in the industry for the adult side and just really excited to be interviewed and see where we can go with it.
Now, before you got into adult film, what was you doing?
So I started off in the world of education and was a school teacher. Big surprise there, shocker, right?
Hot for
Um,
teacher. Hot for teacher.
Basically, yeah. So right before the pandemic hit, I actually moved over to corporate America and became a corporate trainer. So I still
Mm-hmm.
technically do that full time.
Mm-hmm.
And I also work as a model part time. I do the adult industry part time, and I have a voiceover for a film called Passion of the Gods that I'm doing as well. So a
Okay
little
then.
bit of
Okay then.
everything. Hmm.
Okay then. So before I even get to adult film, let's go to this movie you're talking about. Tell me about the
Okay.
movie.
Okay. So Passion of the Gods. It is actually. It started off as a joke between two friends, and they didn't think that they had a bet going that it would never come into fruition. So basically, they started a Facebook page. Lots of fans started to come up. They just hit 100,000 back in March for their fan
Mm-hmm.
page. And I am playing Lilith, or voicing over Lilith, the demon succubus, which fits me perfectly. And they,
See?
I know, right? Go
You
figure.
know, I had a fancy about a succubus, but anyway, go ahead.
So yes, I am voicing over Lilith, the demon succubus. They are using my likeness for it, and we are finishing up production right now on the first single coming out, which will launch August 16th. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be starting with the cast and crew, going through all of the scripting and everything. So it should be out probably sometime next year, if I had to guess.
Oh my goodness. So it's
Mhm.
like you're how can I put this? Your brand is very, very expanded.
Yes.
For
So
you to
actually,
just get this started. You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So I actually started with the voiceover and then moved into the adult industry after that. So they found me on Facebook in one of the Facebook groups called Under the Covers,
Mm-hmm.
and asked me if I wanted to voice over. I said, sure, why not? So started there and then just branched into the adult industry because the film is a little bit of an adult nature. So I said, sure, why
Mm-hmm.
not?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So when you branch into the adult industry,
Hmm.
your first shoot, tell us about your first boy girl shoot.
Okay, so my first shoot was actually Vegas Casting Couch, which happened at the end of January this year. So I flew out
Mm-hmm.
to Vegas. It was definitely an experience. And
Mm-hmm.
so flew out. We went through all of the paperwork and everything. The producer was super friendly. He was actually the producer and the talent. Walked
Mm-hmm.
me through everything that we were going to do. It was really chill, laid back. It was a good experience, completely eye opening, and just kind of a whirlwind because you don't know what you don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're sitting there in front of the camera and you have these different cameras in your face and all of your private areas, you're like, wait, what's going on? So so it is definitely fun. I had a blast. It was
Mm-hmm.
enjoyable. I loved it, but I also love knowing that I'm being filmed, that people can get off
Mm-hmm.
to me, and that I just have a good
Mm-hmm.
time with it. I love sex, so it was kind of a
Mm-hmm.
fit.
So with that first scene, how
Hmm.
freaky did that scene get? Would be your first one.
So we did a little bit of everything. We did oral, vaginal, and anal. And then
Ooh.
for, yeah, I know, right? I do like anal, one of my favorite things to do besides
Mm-hmm.
oral, but I'm a
Mm-hmm.
very oral person anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing that he did and was kind of his shtick, so to speak, was
Mm-hmm.
called Vegas Mayhem. And so he put me in two spreader bars, one on my feet, one on my arms, and then a
Mm-hmm.
collar around my neck, and used
Oh
a
God. BDSM.
yeah,
She's a BDSM
and
girl. Okay, go ahead.
yeah. So he used a vibrator on me and made me squirt. So that's
Ooh,
about
and a
how freaky
squirter.
we got. Yeah.
And she's a squirter. Good
Yes, I
night.
am.
You I had to retire, huh? See, girls like this retirement. But so after that, um,
Hmm.
being in front of the camera,
Hmm.
because it's different when you're just playing is off camera versus on camera. Speak to the
Hmm.
differences that you learned that day.
So it's a lot of stop and go being in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're behind the camera, it's just, we'll go ahead and have fun. It's all we'll just go one at a time, you know, like it's start to finish, no problem. When you're in front of the camera, it's you start and you might be close to that orgasm, but if the camera angle needs to change or if talent's not, you know, something's wrong with the talent, then you have to stop it. So you're like, son of a bitch, like, can I just come? Like, just let me have my orgasm, you know, don't edge me here, please. Like, this is fucking torture. So
yeah, because it's like, because even with me, like when I film, it's more of, even though it's professional, I let the flow go. And a lot of directors don't do that. It's like they stop the flow, like they'll time it. Like, okay, you did 5 minutes in ride, so we need to switch. No, if I know you about to come, you say you about to come, no, we're gonna continue that till you bust, because I want that on camera, that you speak.
Right,
so,
exactly.
So he just made you switch positions a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he would film each position in about like 5 to 7 minutes, and then it was, okay, we're gonna switch. So I learned really quickly how to make it look like I had an orgasm in each position. So, but I'm not one to usually fake.
Yeah, I see you really like 69. I'm watching one of your vids now on your feed. You barely suck the dick, he puts it so well. It's just funny. But like I said, from there, you started filming for yourself.
Yes, I did start filming for myself. So I took a little bit of a break after January.
Hello.
Hey, we're back.
Same thing happened earlier when I was doing the episode with a smoke buddy, and the way they got the button is at the bottom. So if you make a mistake and hit the bottom of the phone, you get it. So
yeah.
But anyway, you break and go ahead.
Yeah, so I took a break from January probably until about June. I mean, so there wasn't really a whole lot going on, especially because we're still within this stupid pandemic. So just kind of was like, okay, I had a couple of things lined up that kept getting pushed back. And I said, screw it, you know, let me just go ahead and start working for myself. So started filming for myself, have my OnlyFans. There's a lot of content up on Twitter as well that you can kind of look at. And that has led into a couple of other opportunities. So with filming with other content creators, I've been able to start boosting my social media presence. I've gotten some really good content out of it, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying the ride, and I want to see where it continues to go.
Yes, because I see. Did you shoot with Samaj?
I did last weekend, actually.
Yes, that's my man. I interviewed him. Very good male talent and producing cameraman.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he was so much fun to work with. I loved working with Samaj. He was super friendly, super cool. We vibed really well together. The connection, you know, the biggest thing is having that connection too. Even when you view your talent on camera, you want to see a connection, and you can tell when it's faked.
Yeah.
So it was great that it wasn't faked. You know, we hit it off really well, and he was just super easy to work with.
Yeah, because the thing what people don't realize is a waltz between you and the male talent, and the chemistry and the vibe got to be right for everything. So with that being said, what's some of the things that a male talent, if he's working with you, you know what I'm saying, can do to help relax you, you know what I'm saying, help when, you know, before the shoot, you know what I'm saying, develop that chemistry with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's like any other type of relationship that you have. You want to make sure that, you know, hey, how are you doing? Is everything cool? Like, what do you like? What do you don't like? What can I do to make you comfortable? You know, so those types of questions. But I also enjoy a really good sense of humor, and Samaj really had a great sense of humor.
Yeah, he's funny.
I think, he's hilarious. And I think at some points I kind of threw him off a little bit because I'm from the North. I grew up in Michigan. I live in South Carolina now. And so I don't beat around the bush. I mean, unless you want me to beat a bush, but you know, that's a little different. So it's a little different there. But you know, so I'm going to be straight to the point, and my sense of humor, I can sometimes have a dirty sense of humor. And I think that kind of threw him for a loop because a lot of female talent, they don't go that route. They try to keep it, you know, straight and even keel. And I'm just like, you know, I'm just going to go in for the kill. Why not? I want the reaction. So
Because to me, I look at it like this: we gonna fuck
Mhm.
anyway, so we
Right.
might as well get to know each other
Right. Exactly.
and enjoy each other, and talk and
Mhm.
get loose because we about to fuck. I mean, and the
Right.
more comfortable you are, the more comfortable I am, the better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I have zero issue with being naked in front of people, obviously, because if I had an issue with being naked or fucking in front of people, I'm definitely in the wrong line of business for this. So,
Yeah,
and I think that
yeah.
that kind of throws a lot of people for a loop because they don't expect to hear that from talent.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, wait, what? What did
Yeah,
you just say that you like being naked?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me just go ahead and take off
yeah.
my clothes. Like, let's get going." So,
Yeah, cause like the kind of time I am, I'm like, if I see she lotioning up, I'm like, you want me to help you lotion? Because it
mhm.
breaks the ice. It breaks
Right,
the
exactly.
ice.
Yeah.
It makes it more comfortable. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Especially when you touch essentially or what have you, emotional, it loosens up because now you're feeling her body. She's feeling your touch. And y'all kind of
Mm-hmm.
get to know each other. And it's kind of like a lot of these guys be more mechanical on set, worried that I'm gonna be too thirsty. It's not about being thirsty. Being thirsty
Mm-hmm.
is when you just she ain't where you can feel where you feel that she ain't feeling you, but you still trying to make it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you trying
That's
to
like if you're trying to pick me up at the bar. That's the guy
yeah,
picking me up at the bar. There's a huge
yeah,
difference there, So
yeah,
like I understand, okay, you want to lotion me up? Sure, go ahead, lotion me up because then I can feel how you're like that's the
yeah,
chemistry working too. Because then I see
yeah,
what you're working with, and then I can work with you, and that's how you want
yeah,
to mesh.
yeah. So also boundaries is very important. When you had a
Mm-hmm.
conversation with boundaries, you know what I'm saying? How do you bring
Mm-hmm.
it up? And two, does the male talent discuss his boundaries?
Yeah. So I mean, we discuss boundaries. Like what do you like? What do you don't like? So there, most male talent are kind of they're a lot of them are pretty even keel, where it's like, okay, I'm good with whatever, we're good. Just give me the blowjob. Let me use your pussy. We'll go ahead and fuck you in the ass. Cool. Or if there's like making out, because, like kissing, that's a huge thing too. People don't realize that making out is a huge form of foreplay. So even if it's off camera, it's getting people
Yeah,
connected.
yeah.
So, and for me, I'll tell male talent, like, okay, so this is, and even before I shoot with them, we go over do's and don'ts. So I'm not big on, like, for filming, for example, yes, I do have a kink side, but because I know the industry that's going to put me into a niche, I don't want to film a whole lot of kink right now. And I don't want a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of hardcore. Will I do it eventually? Yes. When my name is
Mm-hmm.
out there, I'm a bigger entity
Now it's
within
interesting
the
that you
adult
said that.
industry. Hmm.
Hold on. It's interesting you said that because you said you basically talking about variety there.
Hmm.
Why is that important?
Variety is important because if you can show that you can do a variety of different things, then and you're versatile within your talent, you have more openings and more doors. You have more doors opening for you. So I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to do hardcore, or no, I'm not going to do bondage. I'm just not going to do it right now because I'm still starting
Mhm.
out. So I
Now
don't
here's a
want to
question.
put myself and pigeonhole myself.
Okay, what do you consider hardcore?
Choking, face
Okay,
fucking,
you talking about
yeah.
BDSM videos? Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Go
or
ahead.
like gangbangs.
Mhm.
I'll do a threesome. I don't have an issue with a threesome right now, but I'm not going to go ahead and get run by a train. I don't need to be blown out. I don't
Yes,
need a
I
bunch of
talked to.
guys, like so.
No, because see, this is what girls don't talk about, and I talk about,
Hmm.
like I said, I talk about the shit that people don't want to talk about.
Right.
Pussy, when you're fucking multiple talents, your pussy has to adjust to multiple dicks and stroke,
Hmm. Yeah.
wears it out quicker.
Hmm.
Versus if I'm shooting with one guy the whole time. Period. Just like when I
Right.
shot with girls, but they will only just shoot with me,
Hmm.
period. And a lot of people are like, well, it's because you just want to fuck them. No, because I understand, because I've been there before. I brought in a male talent. He was a little bit bigger
Hmm.
than me.
Right.
The scene after that ain't as hot as the scene that he had with her because he done beat the fuck out of it. So I'm dealing with a sore ass pussy going in, and I'm thicker. So
Hmm.
imagine that one.
Yeah.
He's long,
Right.
but I'm a little bit more thicker. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Hmm.
shorter. So it's kind of like, for example, in that gang bang, that dude that got in the pussy first, it ain't gonna be the same as five.
Right.
Your pussy going down. But go ahead, talk.
Right. And even with a gangbang too, if you have the first guy pop in there, then you get sloppy seconds, and then you get the third guy, fourth guy, whatever, so it's already
Yeah.
lubed up. So they're not feeling everything, you know, they're not feeling the pussy grip, they're not feeling it clench against their dick. Like that doesn't, you know, so no. So am I opposed to doing something like that down the line? No. But it would be like a one-off. So
yeah, I know, I get you.
yeah.
So with that being said, do you do role play scenes?
I have not done any yet, but I'm not opposed to doing role play scenes.
Yeah, there's a few I can think of with you, but there's a few. And one of them being a trainer. Trust me, yeah, because it's like you being a fitness model. I'm pretty sure a lot of your scenes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see you as a dominant.
Yes.
But you're more, you know what I'm saying, as a dominant. But it's but you seem like more comfortable as a sub. Which one you more comfortable? Which role you more comfortable in?
Oh, so great question. So I can identify as a switch, but if I had to pick a side that I'm more comfortable on, I would say submissive, only because of the fact that I started off as a submissive when I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
So
you like your hair pulled, slap to. I mean, but the question is, what submissive are you? Are you a pain slut, hardcore, or are you a princess? Because I'm a dom myself, so
right,
and I didn't have conversations on previous episodes.
Right. No, I mean, I get it. So, I mean, I can run the gamut on it. It's just, it's being versatile, you know, as a submissive. So I do like pain. I do like being a princess. I can come off as a brat if I need to or want to. I have a daddy fetish, not gonna lie. So calling me a good girl, you know, is going to turn me on, make me wet, the whole nine. But on the flip side of that coin too, I can also play that dominant side, and I love wielding a flogger. I love beating some ass myself. So I 100% have a sadistic side on that, where I will tie some motherfucker up and just hear him beg for mercy as I flog his ass and nip his balls with the flogger. So that's one of my favorite things to do.
I'm liking you more and more with this interview, you know. But but the main thing of it is now you being in your fitness model. I mean fitness physique. Are you worried that you're gonna be pigeonholed into the muscle woman genre?
No, I'm not worried about that, because if I was going to be pigeonholed there, then I would have already have been started to be put into that bracket, so to speak, but I haven't been put there. Where I've noticed that where I'm falling into is more of that MILF style type porn.
Yeah, it's surprising how hot it is to be a MILF nowadays, ain't it?
I mean, you know, I'm not going to complain. I will 100% claim MILF, you know, because I have, like I said, I have a daughter. I have a 10-year-old daughter. So I am 100% okay being called a MILF. I recently found out what a POG was, and I claim that title 100%.
Yes, you are one.
Love it.
Definitely. Yes, you are.
You. So,
yes, you are.
Yeah, so I will gladly take that title as well. But again, even though I'm 37, which is really weird to say and admit that I'm 37, people can, you know, they see me run both sides of that coin as well, where I can go MILF, or I can work with other talent where it looks like I could be, you know, some older, you know, working with older talent as well, male talent, that it doesn't look like it's MILF. So
yeah, because like one of the top selling scenes was age play scene where I had a slave. She played a little girl. You know, she had the ones and everything. So it's like, how much has this business gave you confidence?
I think it's helped with my confidence quite a bit. So not saying that I was not confident before, but I've noticed that as I continue to grow in my presence, a lot of people are enjoying what I've been putting out, which is great. So number one, that shows that I'm making the right decision. Number two, knowing that people are enjoying what I'm doing just continues to drive me to want to continue on. So I am enjoying this ride. I am absolutely loving where I'm going with it. Would I like the pandemic to end so that way I can, you know, just continue to blow up and just blow up quickly? Yes. But, you know, slow and steady wins the race too. So But yeah, no, my confidence has totally been shaped by this. Even though I was a bodybuilder before and I thought that I had good confidence when I was bodybuilding, it's not like this. This is one of those where I'm like, hey, look, I know that I'm not 100%, you know, I could be a little bit tighter, I get it, but people like me. They think that I'm sexy, they like my shit, and I'm good with that, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. I can go ahead and eat my donut, drink my coffee, and not have to worry about like, oh, I can't have that donut today. So it helps.
So it feels good. I ain't got to diet as hard or go as hard in the gym as before because it's around the porn or what have you. So now let's get to the business side of things.
Okay.
We'll get back to sexy shit later. So on the business side of things, you have OnlyFans, I noticed.
Yes.
Is that your only platform?
Okay. So I have OnlyFans and I also have my admirers, but my admirers I need to start beefing up on. So OnlyFans is going to be where you can find a lot of my content.
Okay. So from being this, did you realize how much you had to film to keep up with the demand walking in?
Like I said before, you don't know what you don't know. So no, I didn't realize that. But I'm not upset with having to film more because I enjoy it. And since I'm filming and I'm also editing my own stuff. So I absolutely am enjoying both being in front of the camera and behind it. Especially because as I'm looking at what trajectory I want to go on, editing my own films will help me in the long run too.
Oh, by the way, if you ever need a cameraman, holler at me. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk.
Yep.
But no, but like I said, because one of the things that girls don't take into account when they walk into business is the up and downs of the business. As far as sales, let's keep it 100. Speak to having to pay attention to the numbers when sales are down. Your sales are down. What you have to do to get them popping. Speak to all that.
So it's always going to be a numbers game. And a lot of content creators, when they're starting out, or even people in general that are looking for that side hustle or they're looking to make a career move, they don't understand that you are going to see a nice pop at the beginning. And then when you hit kind of like your sophomore track, so to speak, it kind of, you don't see as much of that pop. And that's what deters a lot of people. But you can't be deterred by that because you're going to see that as you continue on, people are going to say, oh, hey, she's actually serious about her shit. So let's go ahead and actually pay attention to her. So you need to be okay with some sort of failure because it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows going into this.
I had to applaud you on that one because ain't nobody said that point, but go ahead.
Right. I mean, I have my fair, and I've only been serious about this for about 2 months now, but I've already had my fair share of people hating on me where they have put some negative comments out or, like I've been called a piece of shit already. And I'm just like, I can't let that bother me. It's one person. Let me look at the 20 other people that are saying, hey, I like your shit. You look awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. So you need to pay attention to the people that are actually are in your corner. Don't pay attention to those haters. Those haters are the ones that know that you're going to be successful and they're afraid of you being successful and they're trying to bring you down. So if you let them bring you down, they win. You need to just rise above that. And that's what I'm trying to do is that, I look at it as, hey, you know what? Thanks for hating on me because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And if I didn't have haters, then I'm I'm doing something wrong is how I look at it. So going back to the numbers on that, you have to sometimes you just can't pay attention to them and just let that let those low numbers go because it's just going to pop back up. You need to look at it like, okay, what did I do wrong on it and kind of reassess. And it's that constructive criticism too. And then look at what you did right and continue doing that stuff because that's what's going to make those numbers pop.
Yeah, because a lot of times ladies don't really look at the numbers. They only look at what they're making.
Right.
Period. And it's funny how you see the people that post like what percentage they are. But it's no way in hell that you average that percentage the whole time you was on that site.
Right.
Period. But the way the business fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
So with like with OnlyFans, we're gonna dig into that a little bit. How much of like do you use because of the different functions that they have that ladies can use to make money? How much of the functions do you use?
I'm not
Or
utilizing it
not
like I should
useful?
be. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not utilizing it like I should be. So I'm only just posting content there. I know that I can go live. I really need to start doing the live version of it. I do chat back and forth with some of my fans that are on there, but I don't use OnlyFans like I should be, like some of these other content creators.
Mhm.
Twitter is like my main hub of where I will contact people, where I work with people, where I'm posting more frequently.
Mhm.
So OnlyFans is monetizing everything. Yes, I get that. But Twitter is where I'm actually looking at my fan base too.
Yeah, most definitely. Because Twitter
Mm-hmm.
is basically it. I made so much money and traffic from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere in hell you cannot use Twitter. You gotta use
Right,
social media
exactly. Yeah.
to get it out, especially with OnlyFans because the way
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans set up because they don't show previews. They
Right.
you and believe it or not, OnlyFans is actually limited compared to the other sites.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
Oh,
don't
yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
and the fact they're talking about booting off sex workers at some point. And
Mm-hmm.
so we already know with that. So with that being said, what platforms are you looking to move your content to?
So, going back to Twitter really quickly, I actually am also the host for Quickie Shares. And so
Okay.
we have a sponsorship with My Admirers, which is another platform similar to OnlyFans. So I would
Mm-hmm.
probably start jumping into My Admirers more so than I would OnlyFans,
Mm-hmm.
especially because with OnlyFans getting or wanting to go public on trading and they want to get
Mm-hmm.
rid of their sex workers,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I would probably dump my stuff afterwards, would be My Admirers. They're similar. You can actually, so talent there can post their content. They still have the
Mm-hmm.
live. They actually have a storefront for models. And then
Mm-hmm.
they're also working on virtual reality as well.
Okay, most definitely, most
Mm-hmm.
definitely. So
Yeah.
because I'm a man who believes in giving knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
look at the many videos, look at the X
Yes.
videos,
Mm-hmm.
especially X videos, because that's video sharing. That's
Yes.
not even video, yeah, that's profit sharing
Mm-hmm.
plus the premium. Period. I tell females, just like with music, you put your stuff on every platform because every platform has its own traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And that's the thing I
Yeah.
think because when it comes to fans, you're only pulling your traffic. You're not pulling the traffic of the site. You know what I'm saying? But meaning
Right.
that if I can't find you by just happen to stroll OnlyFans, I can find you by happen to do admirers because I haven't looked at admirers. But with many
Mm-hmm.
vids or cook sale, you know what I'm saying, or even with X videos, I can stumble upon you. And that's the advantages of those sites versus other sites. See?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the same thing with Pornhub. So, like, the Vegas
Yeah.
casting couch is posted on Pornhub, but I
Bingo.
think
There you
that's the
go.
only scene that I have posted there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm looking at mini vids as well. I'm also looking at X vids. So, I'm not, I'm trying to master one platform before moving to the next one too.
Well, shoot.
I'm trying.
Well, you know what they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. That's why, like I said, slow and steady wins the race. So I'm not going to be
Yeah,
the hare here. I'm going to be the tortoise.
yeah, most definitely. So if a male talent want to work with you,
Mhm.
because they want to break into the business.
Okay.
I always ask that question. I tell them to listen to the podcast.
Hmm.
And please tell male talents, if you want to work with me, you need to do this.
If male talent want to work with me, the best way to reach out to me to discuss what type of scene you want to do is going to be going to my Twitter DM at the moment.
Okay.
I am super responsive there. I will discuss everything. I am trying to avoid content trades because it is a
Mm-hmm.
business.
Mm-hmm.
So, got to
And
make money somehow too. Yeah.
that's what I was getting to.
Yep. Got
What
to make money
constitutes
somehow.
what's because I ain't worried about the paid gigs. What
Right.
constitutes a content trade?
So,
What did this
content.
dude had to bring to the table? Hold on before you speak. What did a dude had to bring to the table to make you say, I would do content trade with him?
He needs to be pulling in some good following on his content, and his content needs to be getting some really good views on it. So he needs to, I mean, I get that I'm not like super big right now, but he needs to be at least triple my size in order for me to say, yeah, I can go ahead and do a content trade. So
like me.
Yes.
Like me.
Yes, yes.
But the reason why I tell girls this, the blueprint of this business is having a residential male talent that you work with, preferably someone in this industry.
Yes.
So that regular content, and then you work with male talent that's established, that's either your level or a little bit above, as far as, because understand this, women, we would not make more money than you, we would not have a bigger fan base than you. The key is his reach. That's the key.
Right.
Does
exactly.
you have the reach that could make me make money off your scene? And a lot of girls pick male talent based off, I just want to fuck him. And this guy got, he can't even reach in the paper bag, let alone. So what do you look at that makes you say he got that reach? Other than his following, per se.
So I don't look at just his following. I look at how his videos are doing. I look at how active he is. I look at, so you got to look at all the demographics of it. So who are, does his demographics meet my demographics, or do they match my demographics? Can I pull in different demographics because of him? So you always want to look for diversity there as well, because I know where my split is. And I got to work at reaching out for a couple of other types of guys out there too. So, is that talent going to help me reach what I want to get to?
Good answer. I kind of like that answer. Right? That's what I'm talking about. Because I remember a BBW. She paid this major talent to do a shoot with her. And he was not one that shoot BBWs, and nor did he retweet it when she tweeted. Period. So I tell females, shoot with male talents that shoot with your type or that shoot with your kind, because in a fan base you can't pull from a fan base from someone like, for example, if you shoot with a male talent, they only shoot with black girls. How you gonna pull from his fan base? So with you, what other qualities as far as physical does a male talent need to bring to the table?
It needs to be personality as well, because I don't want somebody that's completely full of himself. And and that runs the gamut on both male and female talent, because you're going to see it on both sides, that they think that they're the shit, and they're not. I'm sorry, but how you carry yourself is going to run the gamut. So me personally, on that aspect, I want to keep it as easy as possible when I'm filming with people. I don't want it to be like I'm some kind of princess, and oh, look at me, I know I'm good. I always go in humble, regardless of the situation. Even when I know that I'm blowing up, I'm going to go in humble, because I know that that's going to help me open doors later. You have to keep in mind too. So the male talent can't just be like, yeah, well, you know what? I know I'm the shit, and you want to work with me because I am number one. I don't care if you're number one or not. I don't fucking watch porn myself anyway, as it is. So I don't even know who half these talents are. I have to go do my research on people, and that's what people get thrown for a loop too, is that they're like, you're going into the industry, but you don't watch porn. I'm like, hell the fuck no. I don't need to watch porn to get myself off. So
true.
So I look for the personality. I look to see how they're doing on their sales, if they're bringing in sales. Because if they're not bringing in sales, then why the fuck am I going to film with them? That's not going to do anything for me. So
yeah, because the point you want to get to where you're making money in your sleep.
Right, exactly. It's all about the residuals.
And feel good when you make money in your sleep. Feel good when you count that back end.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand that it's going to take hard work on the front end to get to that point, and I'm not afraid about getting my hands dirty or going in for that hard work. I've always been, that's just my drive. I've always worked hard for what I wanted, and I know that I'm going to have to continue to work hard for what I want, and I don't care who's going to try to get in my way, but I will get to where I want to go. So plain and simple.
So with the male talent that you work with now, who friends, or you just work with fans? When you do your when you do your content, it is not professional talent. Where you get talent from?
So my talent comes from different meetups. So I've found them off of Snapchat, Twitter, OnlyFans. So I've kind of worked with a little bit of everybody. For the male talent that have been in my videos for OnlyFans that have not been professional. So I've worked with Samaj. I have been in conversation with a couple of other male talents that are out there as well, and just trying to see, you know, what we can get going with that too. So
now, with the fact that a fan has an opportunity to do a scene with you, do you think that's helped your traffic and also helped your money? Because with that incentive, I'm pretty sure dudes is breaking their neck to get a subscription.
There's a lot of guys that want to work with me, both fan and talent. So the fans, you know, when they see, oh, it's a normal dude, you know, and that I worked with a fan, they want to do it too. So I think it has helped, you know, especially because when I'm working with fans, I try to, you know, I want them to be comfortable. And I think a lot of fans have that fantasy of sleeping with a porn star anyway, or fucking a porn star. So, you know, sure, why not? If I can help them out, then I'm all good with it.
And meet and greets. How important is that to your brand?
I think it's very important. I think that being able to connect with fans, because they're the ones that are going to be driving the money and the sales anyway, that being real with fans and showing that I am a real person, it helps because then they can relate to me.
Yeah, because a lot of girls who say I don't do meetups, I say you're missing out 75% of your money.
Oh, 100%.
Because I see that you tour, you go to Charlotte, you do tours up and down the East Coast.
I have had people ask me to go down to Florida. I've had Virginia. So I mean, there's like a couple of other places between just Charlotte and Columbia. Right now, I just am not in a position to travel that far, but that's not saying that, you know, September, October, that I wouldn't be down in like Tampa, Miami area, Orlando, or even up to like Virginia Beach, for example, because those are some big areas that I have a lot of fan base. I've also had fans ask if I would go out to like Washington State, which I wouldn't be opposed to doing either. So
yeah. Do you have plans to go to any conventions?
Not at the moment. Probably maybe in 2022. These were in 21. Yeah, so 2022, I'll probably start doing conventions.
You should go to DC this year.
Okay.
You should go to DC this year. Yeah, I'll put you in touch with somebody that probably want to work with you. Trust me. I already know he probably would. Because he already planning some shoots. He's legit. He does my site. Shouts out to Todd Stokes, Karma Entertainment. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to hit you up, and you should hit him up too. He does good work. And into girls?
I love girls. I love eating some pussy.
Ooh, okay. So he might have some girl on girl waiting for you. But no, because the reason why I say that, because a lot of times that where talent go and they interact with other talent and able to catch the talent that they want, because a lot of them go to the conventions.
Right.
So that was like a period. And then of course content houses. Would you be opposed to doing any of this? If invited.
I don't ever close doors.
Okay.
I always keep doors open because, again, it comes down to networking. And if I close something off, then I could miss a good opportunity.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, because the content part is they're pretty good because you got multiple talents, female to work with, and that's the thing that they've been doing lately. They're actually been getting hotter with it. So just to let you know, you can holler at Samaj, because I know he throws them, and also this other dude by the name of Rich Man that throws them. You know, period. Because it's kind of like, you know this, and I know this for being North Carolina. There's talent here, but it's sketchy to even find somebody in this area. And trust me, I tried for 15 years. You know, period. So speak to like the location that we at, how tough it is to find people to work with.
It can be difficult. I would say Columbia is a lot more difficult than it is in Charlotte to find people to work with. Charlotte is a major hub as compared to being a regional hub for Columbia. So that also does help.
Yeah. Because no one comes to Raleigh Durham. It's sad. No one could ride Durham. And then on the meetups, I'm doing air quotations, people. Meetups, put it down here, but no one comes here. The only way they came here is because I brought them. That's why I got a fan base in Durham. Because they're like, oh, so Big Country brought you. That's why you're here. Period. But it's kind of like traveling is a part of the business. And a lot of girls don't understand that. You got to be able to travel when you can.
Oh,
period.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
From Atlanta. When I saw you start with Shamaj, I said, oh, she made it to Atlanta. Okay. Why Chassis Amateurs ain't hit you up?
Nope.
So there are companies that you iron that you would like to work with?
I mean, I'm not opposed to any companies, but who doesn't want to shoot with like Bang Bros or Brazers, like any of the major ones like that. What is the other one? Taboo? Is that what they are?
Taboo.
So I mean, like, I wouldn't be opposed to shooting with them. So
now we're gonna get back to the sexy. Now, I looked at your pictures, you're a sexy lady. I see the outfits that you wear and stuff like that. You make it a point to, how can I put this, be a sex symbol for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, I see the thigh stockings, the sexy dresses, and everything. Speak to how porn kind of helped you evolve and made you feel more sexy and want to be sexy, especially on camera, and how that helps with your sales.
So I don't even look at sex appeal when I get dressed in the morning. So for you to say that I'm dressing sexy, I'm like, well, that's how it like. I mean, I don't know. I don't think about it. So.
Like, I'm like, she got the schoolgirl outfit. She got this.
Okay, so FetLife. I mean, like, I'm there. I'm on FetLife and my Twitter account to go ahead and make guys thirsty. Like, let's just call a spade here, right? Like, I get it, so I know what my assets are. And I know that my ass is a good feature. I know that guys like to look at the big clit. I know that they want to see me dressing.
Have a pretty too.
Thank you. So I mean, like, I get it. I know what guys want, and so I'm playing my cards to that. I know, and there's some women too. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's women out there that have complimented, certain features and whatnot. And I know that I have a more muscular build. So guys, it's kind of split where some guys find it really attractive, and then there's some guys that are like, oh my God, what the fuck is this shit? Like, they get a little afraid of it. And I'm like, I will only bite if you want me to bite. Like, I will not bite you unless you want me to bite you. I am I'm approachable, and yes, I have the resting bitch face at the gym, but that's the only place I have it. So.
Do you do professional wrestling? I'm pretty sure you got that question.
I have gotten that question, and I have not done professional wrestling. That's another one that, So, actually, Thor Johnson. I don't know if you've done an interview with him or not yet.
Shout out to Thor Johnson, my dude. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he actually reached out to me to try to get Evolve Wrestling over in Vegas to get us to do a scene together. So, like, we're still working on that. Fingers crossed. That would be awesome to do a mixed wrestling. But I have had so many people ask about wrestling, and originally, I was so originally I was kind of turned off.
I'm surprised you ain't got some customs for that.
No,
the leg lock and get.
I mean, thick thighs save lives, so we'll go with that. So, and I have had to try many a times with ex-boyfriends not to like strangle them as they were eating me out, squeezing my thighs against their heads.
Oh God, I'm gonna do that with love that shit. I'm like, do it, keep doing it, doing it.
I've had guys cat because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to strangle you. So.
Every day you got some strong thighs, girl.
I do. But yeah, I mean, like, so I've had a couple of requests for the wrestling, but just never really had the opportunity to get into that. So, and again, like I said, I'm not closing any doors with it. I would be more than happy to film to do a wrestling scene. Like, I'd totally be okay with that.
Yeah, because I already see they probably do one where they want you to wrestle them down and then fucking milk him. Some type of shit.
Right? Yeah. So.
And now you can get a custom for that. You can like, they actually said that, Bob. That was an actual custom.
Right, I know. It amazes me what people want for like some of these customs too. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever, sure. If I can get it done, great. If I can't, you know, like I do my best to meet the customs, but sometimes like, you know, it's hard to find people to like help out with these customs too. So
Well, like I said, if you ever need help with a custom, holler. Just
okay.
long as you're sane, that's all I
Got it.
ask.
Hey,
Long
you
as
know,
you're
I'm not
sane.
gonna ask for something super crazy, you know. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
All I ask you, put me in the leg lock. Don't put me to sleep. That's all I ask.
I would never
You
put
put
you
me
to
in that
sleep.
lock. Put me to sleep. Don't put
I
me to
mean, maybe
sleep.
after sex, you know, I put you to sleep, but you know, after that's
Oh,
different.
oh no, I ain't gonna go to sleep after that. No, I'll be wide
Yeah.
awake then.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
Right. Yeah. Round 2, 3, 4, whatever. Yeah.
Oh my God. So damn, dating part. I didn't even get to ask you about dating. See, that's why we got to bring you back though.
Okay. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
so we gonna bring her back as a smoke buddy. We're gonna bring her back for Patreon, and we're gonna bring her back for live. So you're gonna see a lot of it, and we're gonna hook up with her with a video podcast and photo shoot.
Woohoo.
So
Yes.
we gonna work that out because she's in distance to do it. So we'll make all y'all jealous. That's right. So tell everybody where they can find you, baby.
All right. So you can find me on Twitter at Adrianne Seas, Instagram at Adrianne Seas XX. I am on FetLife as Michelle Ann. I am on Snapchat at Adrianne Seas, and Facebook is Michelle_Ann, but I'm not really on Facebook too much, so don't pay too much attention to that one anywhere else. And then also OnlyFans at Adrianne Seas. So those would be the best spots to find me.
Okay, most definitely. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. Thank you for coming to the lounge and can't wait to bring you back.
I can't wait either. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, then take care.
Yep, you too.